Welcome back for round two, everyone.
I would like smoke signals.
Yep, and you can see I'm throwing long on that one.
Just a little long. It's not hard to do on this short of a hole.
No, this little guy's always fun. It's definitely different since losing the one big tree on the left, but it's definitely just a little guy you want to get to start with. Or you'd love to get, and then we all mess up. That's what we've done over the years. And we get Harper back for another round, which is nice. This one looks good. Yeah, that's the better shot.
Yeah, way
You'd
better.
like to start this hole with a shorty. And we had Nathaniel Johnson on the group with us this round. He's actually moved down to Charlotte a few years ago. It's from PA area originally.
Yep, I enjoy his videos. He's done the Ace from the Distance challenge on his YouTube channel.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah. Here's Dylan trying. It's not where you really want to be putting for birdie from, but I mean, it is a short hole, so Nathan shows us the other spot you really don't want to be putting for birdie from, but oh, he drops a nice one to start, though. Yeah, not really the expected way to get a birdie on hole one on this one. I think his putt was almost longer than the tee shot.
Oh, thought you might be able to save that one.
No, just decided not to make that. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That is not the bogey you want on this course.
Yeah, these are the putts you want on this hole.
Yeah, the tap-ins. I'd never, ever liked starting this hole with having an actual putt longer than like 10 feet on it. It always feels hard. Because this is like one you just expect to get.
Hole 2, par 3, 295 feet. Just a right-hand backhand, just a gentle turnover, or a righty forehand. A little bit of a ceiling to deal with all the way through the fairway. And the green opens up once you get to the basket.
Yeah, this hole is just shows exactly what the little original course at Seneca is like. It's just a nice little tunnel shot. Don't have to do anything crazy with it. Yeah, this looks like a nice starter. Oh yeah, perfect by Harper. I'm sure most everybody's throwing either a little short chip sidearm or probably a turnover putter, I would imagine, by most of this group. Probably most of the overall cards on the course today, I would think.
Oh, just caught the left side.
Just a little wide, but as you see, he made a nice putt on the last hole. It's probably still in his range.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a hole you just as a righty, you just want to start it out on the left side and slightly turn it. You're really not trying to turn it much, because it looks like it's more of a turn than it actually is.
That's right.
That'll work. I just didn't want to stay up for Dylan on that one. Oh. I can't go 2 for 2 from 70 feet. It's not the easiest way to start your day.
Yeah, you're usually happy if you get 2 of those in a whole round, more or less the first 2 holes.
Yeah. This is more the range you want on most of this course. You'd like to be pretty close inside the circle on most of this original layout, other than 2 or 3 holes, really.
Yeah, I think 5 and 13 would be the only ones that I would be happy just in the fairway rather than in the circle.
Yeah, both of those holes are much more difficult. There you go, Harper getting a couple birdie start. That's always nice to do. You definitely want to get off to a hot start on this this front nine if you can do it.
You're like, did I drop that? I stole it out of your bag.
A few cleanups and we couple birdies, couple pars. This is hole 3 up. Par 4, 555 feet. You're looking for just a nice little chip shot off the tee. Get up into this landing zone around the corner just a little bit to set you up for a nice little. Mostly players will probably play a sidearm shot into this green because it's tucked back around to the right. Yeah, this is the only par 4 on this layout, I think, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, this is the only par 4 on the OG course.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really, it's not super long hole, but you really can't get that far around the corner without doing something crazy.
Yeah, I mean, all you really need to do is get in the middle in the bend, and, you know, I guess most guys can throw a putter or mid-range to get at least to that big tree at the bend.
Yeah, you don't have to do much. You can go anywhere from putter to fairway, depending upon what you really want to throw. It's just kind of a chip shot.
Yep.
And that should be just fine. Yeah, and this is all you're looking for. You're not looking for much. You're just trying to set up a little sidearm second shot to skip around the corner if you can. And unless you're playing doubles and your partner puts it in a good spot, then you try something silly, but it doesn't really help you much usually.
Then you hit the crazy button.
Yes. Yep.
That was crazy.
Very nice ground play.
Yeah, he'll come join me in the same general area. I just got no ground play, but he's still fine. Oh, that's right. I forgot Harper did this on this hole. This is one of the problems of the older courses. You do have to wait to see on all your second shots and third shots if you're on a hole that, oh, by the way, the tee for the next hole is kind of near you. So,
yeah.
But he's definitely trying this cut the corner roller. There is a funny line that does work.
Oh, wow.
And,
wow.
Yeah. You stand at that line and end up there all the time, and you almost never see it work. But that was cool to watch him get all the way through.
Yeah, to go through the forehand roller through that route, I wouldn't expect that to be long.
No, No, and Dylan and I had the standard shot where you're just trying to throw a skipper around the corner and hope it gets inside circle is kind of what you're looking for. Oh, yeah. Just a little behind it, but it's just fine. Oh. Just kind of came out of it a little early. Yeah, you would never expect Harper to be deep on this second shot.
Not from there.
So the fact he got a chance at a birdie is pretty impressive. And
very nice. Capitalized
on the birdie. Yeah, that's a working man's birdie out of that one. This is the normal putt for a birdie. But
very nice bird there from yourself.
Oh yeah, it was good to get this one and get started. Get a few running. Oh! Dylan just seemed a little out of it to start his round. Just didn't want to get going.
Slow moving.
We managed as a lead card to get 3 birdies on that hole, so that's a good start to the day for people. Dylan can clean up and get his round going on the next hole, hopefully.
Hole 4, par 3, 340 feet. About 3/4 of the hole is just dead straight down the tunnel, and then you kind of have a candy cane turn at the very end to the right. Guess most people are throwing forehand here, or backhand turnover that's pushing the left side pretty good.
This hole is got to be a sidearmer's dream hole for this course.
Oh, yeah.
This was the bane of my existence in all the years of playing South Carolina doubles championships, trying to figure out how to play this hole right. Always squeezing backhands in. That's beautiful shot. Anything down around the green on this hole is pretty good because you get some funny skips around this, the way this curls around the corner.
And just with this course in general, there's so many roots and sticks and everything in the ground. One person will skip and the next person wouldn't.
Hey.
Nice.
Look at me, I threw
play.
a sidearm. That was actually, I think this is the first year I've actually played a sidearm off this tee shot. And it's definitely the play if you have it, but this is kind of right at the edge of my range that I like to throw a sidearm.
Yeah. Oh. And it's not too terribly long of a sidearm, just more of just the pike down the middle, kind of trees on both sides in the ceiling.
And the rough is not fun on the miss on this hole.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's at least still on the edge of the fairway, not in the rough, but it's just...
Oh, man.
This course can get frustrating very quickly if you're having a rough start or rough day. I did not think when we saw Nathan throw his shot that he got that deep from the tee. His shot looked really good off the tee. It ended up way, way long. Little outside circle, maybe, I'm guessing, on this putt, probably. Maybe circle's edge.
Nice. Top shelf.
Yeah, that's first birdie on that one for a sidearm for me ever.
Wow. Only took, what,
Harper
20 years?
Yeah, it feels like it. And Harper got himself one off the band to slide in, but that's a tough hole to get. If you tell me I'd get this once out of 4 or 5 rounds I played, I'd be happy and wouldn't complain. All right, we have hole 5, a 400-foot par 3, probably the hardest hole on the course to really birdie and stay under par. It's a long tunnel all the way down, and it's perched up here on this right side, and all left side starts to slope away from you, and then the basket, and past the basket, it just falls down the hill. This is a very difficult birdie. Yeah. This is the hole on the course I just want to run away from with par every round.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, and probably make up strokes on some folks.
Yeah, this is a very difficult par 3. It's always been hard. It's definitely a better sidearm or lefty. Harper's ripping at it.
Yeah, and I mean, most people don't have the distance on the sidearm to turn over that far all the way down there.
No, even if you throw the righty backhand, it ends up just drifting off left all the time on you. It's a very difficult one to make it
and
stay.
You see most people just kind of dialing down and maybe throwing a mid-range to the middle and chip up and take the easiest par ever.
That's what I used to always do, is just throw a mid, because when that last tree on the right, the kind of dead half one now makes it a little less scary, but you see I slid off into the left a little bit. It's not bad, but you just want to be down there on this one.
Looks like you got a gentle kick off the tree there.
Yeah, not a bad. Fairly friendly. Didn't go flying down the hill, which is good.
Yeah. As both these sides, if you go into the rough, it's very, a whole lot of very small trees.
Yeah, Nathan's got a good sidearm. I'd like to see if he can get down there on this one.
Looks pretty smooth.
It's just so difficult to stay in this fairway. This is definitely the hardest hole by far on this court. I wonder. Yeah. Oh, there was one birdie on it this round, so someone got it. And you can see everybody but me just tries to take the sidearm down there and get away, but yeah, it's just a run away and get off the hole with the par. Yeah, you can see the half tree kind of in front of Nathan there. That one, when it was alive, made the chip shot into this green much more difficult.
Oh, absolutely. Just having to bend it around there.
Yeah, I can't think of how many times I hit that tree on upshots.
Huh.
Sit down!
Oh, no.
I don't think it went too far down the hill on him.
Oh, man.
There you can see what we're talking about. The next tee pad's always near the previous basket on most of this course.
Definitely gonna have eyes in the back of your head or one person spotting the group behind you.
Yeah, there's just a lot of waiting and letting the group in front of you tee off. It's not a big deal. Harper made himself a nice comebacker putt to keep that par. All right. Just everybody can clean up and move along because there's usually not that much action on this hole unless you really make a bad tee shot. It's kind of a good doubles hole.
Hole 6, par 3, 255 feet. Tight tunnel shot off the tee pad. Just a gentle little forehand or a backhand turnover for a righty. After this big tree on the right there, turns just a little bit to the right. Sloped green that surprisingly has more rollaways than you would think.
Yeah. Now we're getting to kind of what the course really is for the rest of the round. A lot of little 250, 300 foot shots all over the place on this course.
Let go of it when it said, oh.
Harper got away with that one, but up there nicely. I don't remember ever throwing sidearm on this hole before, but I felt like it was a good idea this year for some reason.
Hey, looks pretty good with the result. Oh, there's that rollaway I was talking about.
Yep. Here they come.
Yeah.
So many of these holes on this course, it makes it the way it sets up, it makes it look like you have to do a really big turn when really all you got to do is kind of throw it straight with a little slight turn right or left, and you're more than on the green and putting.
Yep. Little baby bends.
Yeah. That's a little better ground play.
Yep. Hopefully Dylan can get back on track with this one.
And we're coming into some more easier birdies for most of the card.
Oh, nice
down.
Ground play.
Oh, yeah, that was a helpful one.
Yep, he needed that one right there. Bounce back a little bit.
Yeah, get his round going back in the right direction. There you go.
Nice
Harper starting
birdie.
us off with the birdie. You just end up with this type of distance on this course a lot.
2 forehand birdies in the first 6 holes. Nice.
And not the normal thing you say about my rounds.
Very nice.
Oh, maybe we can get ourselves a first star frame. Shouldn't have much issue here. Hey.
Nice. Very nice.
This is hole 7, 240 feet. It's basically just straight up a little bit of a hill with a little bit of a finish just off to the left in front of this wall of trees. For a righty backhand, it's nothing crazy. You just throw it out to the right and let it slide back on its own. This one always feels like a must get on this course.
Oh, yeah,
but I'm pretty
especially
sure
for
everyone
righties.
is throwing some sort of reasonably stable putter. You just send it out at this little clump of small trees up here, and hopefully it bends back in front of it. Unfortunately, Harper caught those small trees.
Yeah, you definitely want to push that right edge with your stable putter and, hope to just miss them inside.
Yeah, because there's 1 or 2 trees up on the inside corner. If you get kind of lazy, you just kind of stop and leave yourself a 30, 40 footer for no reason. Yeah, that got up there.
Very nice. Looks like circle's edge or just inside.
I think I'm just a little inside. It's not too far around on this hole. You see the group walking off. It's another hole in front of us.
Yeah. Yep.
Course definitely has the old school vibe of you're always seeing a couple groups around you.
Yeah.
So if you like peace and quiet on your course while you're playing around, this isn't it. You'll always hear somebody, some basket, some chain, some tee shot, tree hit,
Yep.
always around you. Oh, that one looks pretty good. Yeah, this
Very
is a course
nice.
you will work
Oh,
your
yeah.
putter shots out
Hopefully.
a lot.
Hopefully you can string a couple birds together here.
Yeah. He should have that one pretty easily. Ooh, well, Harper about got that one.
Very nice bird.
Oh, no.
Man.
I completely forgot about that. That's just a little bit of a hiccup. Nothing major. They happen sometimes on this courses like this, especially when you're thinking you need to birdie everything on something on these short courses.
Especially when you're running the 70-footers hard.
Yeah, every time you leave yourself that 20-foot comebacker, you put that little bit extra pressure on your putter.
Yep.
But Dylan got himself a couple birdies now.
Hole 8, par 3, 170 feet. This is one of the shorter holes on the course. Pretty straight most of the way down with just a slight left bend at the very end. If you go past the basket, it is a good bit of a steep decline. So you kind of want to land short and slide up to it rather than give it the old ace run.
Yeah, the ace run is how you end up with a bogey on this hole for...
Yeah.
It never feels good on the 170 or 80 foot or whatever this is. It's not that long. Yeah, this hole is definitely a one you just kind of count on. Everyone should have your pretty easy chance to get a birdie on this one.
Yeah, I would assume most divisions are throwing putter here.
Yeah, I would
the
think
upper
so.
divisions.
There's no real danger on this except just flailing one long, really.
Yep. It's like Dylan went a little left and long.
Yeah, he's all right. He's not that far. No one so far is very far away from the basket, really. If Harper can get himself a little bounce back after the unfortunate bogey. Well, he plays a little straighter line, but it
Looks like
slides up
slid
there
pretty
all right.
good.
Yeah, I guess Dylan did get a little down the hill, didn't he? Oh, that was very close. That's a good bounce back. Don't like having bogeys on this layout.
Definitely not.
Because I don't feel like this hole ever had much teeth to it. This was always kind of one you just kind of wanted to get, even 20 years ago.
Yeah. There's been only a couple of trees over the years that have came down, and most of those were just on the edge of the fairway. That's already the edge.
That's what I thought. Because there's a few holes out here like this one. This hole 9, 180-foot par 3. There's actually 2 lines now. You can play this up on the right side, and you kind of tuck in just in front of this last couple trees. But there'll also be people that might play. There's a little sneaky sidearm route on this inside left that has opened up over the years. This is always a tricky little shot.
Maybe.
It worked out well. You feel like you throw it well and you hit a tree on this one all the time. I feel like Nathan's might throw the sidearm line here that's opened up over the last several years.
Yeah, the storm a couple of years ago when they had pretty bad tornadoes took a couple of trees down on this one.
definitely makes less weirdness on the hole, but you can tell it doesn't always work. Because throwing this righty backhand, from the tee, it really doesn't look like there's an actual gap to the basket.
And some of the locals just throw forehand turnover down the right side with a putter or something like that, and it makes it a little more comfortable of a gap.
Because you just have to beat this one tree right in front of Dylan, but it's only freaking 100 feet off the tee, so it's hard to just chip it that short. Oh,
very nice weaving in there by Dylan.
Yeah, that snuck through nicely. Oh, that's just not up. Oh, he did have a bit of a straddle putt there, didn't he? Oh, nice putt.
Very nice one. Another long, good putt from him.
He was putting very well today. He made a lot of putts over the weekend, and he definitely got going this round and part of next round. Maybe it was next round he was still putting well, but he made a lot of putts. Just hanging outside, right on the circle's edge, right outside a circle. He was obviously feeling comfortable at that range today.
After 9 holes, MJ's shooting 7 down on that 9. Nathaniel with a 6 down, Harper with a 5 down, and Dylan fighting his way back to even. See you guys on the back.